KOR to Sports here with John David Jackson here at Sergey Kovalev's media workout. Tell me, man. Well, first let's just kind of jump into it. You know what I'm gonna get to right now. It's been a lot of rumors that supposedly you contacted the Ward's camp. I've heard also that the real story is that their lawyer reached out to you. Let's clear up everything, man. What's going on with that?
Well, you either on the hand the last one. I was called. The initial call was made to me. I didn't make the call. And, in the end, I stayed loyal to Sergey, and I stayed with Sergey. They made an entertaining offer, but, out of loyalty, it was best to stay with Sergey. And we won the title together, and I figured let's get the title back together.
What was your reaction when you first got that call? Was it surprise? I mean, obviously you were the head trainer on the other side the other time. I mean, what was your kind of take on that?
It was a surprising phone call to get. Let me know that they also need help. I probably would have been a feather in their cap to have, but for me, loyalty is a strong thing for me, and all fighters and trainers have arguments and shortcomings, but it's never so bad that we can't make things work out, and so we're gonna have a good chemistry together. So it was just best for me that I stick with the person that I started with and not jump ship. It wouldn't sit well with me, and it wouldn't look good for me either.
What did you find out? What they needed help with? That would have been some good information.
No, I never got that deep into it.
Oh.
We talked, and in the end, it wasn't the right thing for me to do. The ironic thing is, I was asked not to mention this, but they tried to throw me under the bus by bringing it out. That's cool, because in the end, I initiated it, so I'm not worried about what's being said. It's a strategic move for them to try to get under Sergey's skin, but that's not going to work because at the end of the day, I'm still here. I didn't leave, and no secrets are given away. And so, it's up to them to devise a plan to win this fight outright this time. And not get a gift.
Right. Let's talk about this training camp. Sergey's been very vocal about that. He was tired after the 5th round. He felt he overtrained. It didn't seem like that in the fight. I mean, obviously, a lot of people thought he won. The HBO crew thought he won. So, what have you been doing different to kind of avoid this, kind of lull in energy?
Well, first of all, I'm like you. He hit it well.
Yeah.
He hit it well. Actually, what happened was he brought a new conditioning coach in to prepare himself better for this fight. Because in the first fight, he's running like sometimes 14 miles a day. I'm saying, that's going to kill you. What you mean? You're not boxing a marathon. It's a 12-round fight, 36 minutes plus minute rest. So, and when he's with his conditioning coach, I don't try to get in his way of the conditioning coach's job. I leave that alone. So I'm glad that he got someone new that he feels going to help better prepare him for this fight. Because the first half of the fight he dominated. If he could have fought the second half of the way he fought the first half, he'd have won the fight easily. He just couldn't keep that momentum going for himself. And if he says he was tired, then I guess I think he was more fatigued from being weakened, not so much from exhaustion. And that hurt him. So, maybe now he has a different diet for the second fight around, and the weight's better. So it shouldn't be that big of a problem this time around.
The first time around, I remember being surprised because he said that he saw the fight as a 50-50 fight, which I never hear fighters say that. Normally they're confident in their win, even if they're not. You know what I mean? Sergey was very honest about it. I feel it's a 50-50 fight. Does he have that same attitude going into this rematch?
No, I think for the first fight that he overestimated Ward's ability. I'm not saying that Ward can't box and not a tremendous boxer, but he thought Ward was stronger than what he actually is. He thought Ward was faster than what he actually is. And I told him, no, Andre's good at a lot of things, but he's not super quick. He's not super strong. He's just very intelligent inside the ring, and he doesn't waste punches. But now that he realized, he says, this guy didn't hurt me. I said, okay, so now that you know that, don't put him on that pedestal so much in the second fight. You still have to be smart and in your attack, but don't think like he's second thing next to God. So he's a mere mortal like the rest of us. He's human. Now that you know that, let's go to work. I proved my theory that he could out-jab Ward. He did in the first half of the first fight with a strong jab, and the jab would sometimes rock Ward. So now that you know that, let's use that jab. Try to ram it down the throat every chance you get. Ward can't deal with that jab. I don't care what Ward says, he can't deal with that jab, and he proved that the first fight. It's the second half of the fight, Sergey didn't do it. So I'm not worried about whatever adjustment they try to make. They have to make the adjustments more so than Sergey, because he has to be, now Ward has to be willing to trade more. He has to be willing to stand there more if he wants to dominate the way that he says he can. Is he willing to do that? Maybe he says he is. But once he gets hit with a good shot to the body of the head, he's not going to stand still. I don't care what he tells you. He can revert back to what he does best, and that's box.